Hey y'all, it's Liz. How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. I got my little necklace on. But anyways, I wanted to make this video really quick. It's for one of my subbies, and I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. And it says, something's been eating at me ever since the age of 7. I'm now 23 years old. I can't understand why this is happening to me. When I was 7, I was molested and abused all the way up until age 11. It wasn't by the same man. Some were my mother's boyfriends, and 2 were my own uncles. After age 11, I kind of blocked it out. I never told my mother, and she never knew because at the time she was working so many jobs that she was never home. I assure you, Liz, she's not a bad mother. My mom worked extra hours and shifts just to keep a roof over our heads and food on our table, and I love her for that. And I always hid what happened to me from her and family. I thought I was fine, but I'm not. I feel like I'll never get back what was taken from me. And my mom keeps pushing the fact that I refuse to date or get a man. I am a virgin, and she's been a virgin all her life, and I can't keep a stable relationship. Even the thought of being intimate scares me. Sadly, I don't think I'll ever have a family of my own. The pain is just too deep. I want to be able to tell my mom that I'm the way I am because of what happened to me, but I'm afraid it might break her heart. She might think I don't trust her. I'm afraid she's going to wind up in jail for murder if I tell her. I know that sounds silly, but my mother is so overprotective of me, and I think if I tell her, she might feel like she failed me, or she might end up murdering my abusers. I don't know. Should I tell her? I'm so confused. I just wish God would make me forget. Okay. First thing that I want to say is, when I read this, I was just totally brokenhearted. And I talked to a friend of mine who is who deals with this kind of stuff in her profession. And I told her about it, and she was like, okay, you're treading on really, thin ice here. You don't need to give advice on that because that is for a professional to do. And she's absolutely right. I am not a professional. I'm not a counselor. I don't know. I just know that my heart was broken, to hear this kind of stuff. But what I am going to do is I am going to make it where they cannot post, no one can post a comment. And the reason that I'm doing that is because seriously, I think that you really need to seek professional counseling on this and let them determine the best way to involve your mother so she knows what's going on. But I think right now the best thing for you to do is look at talking to a professional with I know that there's crisis centers, abuse crisis centers all over the country, and I'm pretty sure you probably have one in your city. I'm gonna list the number right here. That way, and it's to the crisis hotline. You can call them. They can direct you on what you need to do next. And I just don't, you know your mother better than anybody else. And I just don't know, I don't want to say to go and tell her because that's not my place to do that. If you really feel this way about your mom, as far as her actually, she might end up killing somebody, I would honestly say that I think you just need to get some counseling and have them, they'll know the next step as far as telling your mom or how to go about telling her. These kind of things you really have to be careful with. Now, if it was just like, boyfriend, husband cheating and stuff, that's different. But something so this is like, I think my girlfriend had said something about post-traumatic syndrome. It's like you've held it for so long, and since it is affecting the way that you do live your life, it affects your everyday well-being. I really think that you should seek counseling. And like I said, I'm going to list the number for you and any other viewer out there who might need this. That way you can call them and they can direct you to what kind of services can be provided for you, and all the information that you need. And you know, this is affecting your way of life. I mean, to not be able to have a relationship, and some people, oh, just get over it. No, it's easier said than done. You know, if you've been abused, it's a traumatic thing, and it's something that will unless you can get past that, and to do that you'll need counseling. And that's what I suggest. I suggest that you call the number that I'm going to list for you, and that way you'll have it. And I'm truly sorry that I could not just give you an answer, but after you told me, you know, about your mom, and I understand her being very protective of you. I'm like that with my children. I think that I would honestly kill somebody if they raped, abused, molested my children. So I'm not going to have it where my subbies can post things, because this is a very delicate situation, and it's something that needs to be thought out, and not, you know, hey, just tell your mom. Don't need to do that. I think that you might need to seek counseling. But if this isn't, if you think that you could talk to your mother, I'm going to let you, I want you to write me. Okay? Write me, and or a personal message, and we can talk and go from there. Okay? But I am going to list the number for you, and I want to make sure that this is all to all of you who are watching the video. If you guys, you know, are keeping the secret, call the number. That's what they're there for. You know, take advantage of it, because they're there to help you, you know, and especially if it's affecting your life. And I'm sorry that happened to you. And these men need to be held accountable for their actions, even though it's years later. I don't know what the laws are, but it seems like you could still prosecute them if so be. But I'm going to leave the number for the crisis hotline, and I want you to seek counseling. And if you just want to talk, I want you to message me on my email, and then we'll talk further. All right. Well, you guys have a great night, and you know what? Maybe I will leave the comment part open, because somebody else might have gone through this, and they might can give you some advice. So I am going to leave the comments open for a short time and go from there. All right. Well, you guys have a great night, and I'll see you soon. Deuces.